Hey everybody, Matthew Movies coming back at you. This is the latest in my series on my favorite movies of all time. I put together the list of my favorite movies by joining the website flickchart.com. I just want to say I always talk about flickchart.com just because I think it's a great site and it's how I got this list together. But just in case anybody's curious, I have no affiliation with them whatsoever other than being a fan, and I've also help them a little bit with like just adding movies to the database. Like I have no financial interest in this website whatsoever. In case anybody was curious why I always plug them, I just think they're a great site for moviegoers. Anyhow, I through their website, I put together my list of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm just kind of going down it, bang, 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 talking about my favorites. I'm not really sure how far I'll go, but this time we're at movie number 7. And if anybody's curious, I've seen almost 4,000 movies, so it would be one thing if I'd seen like 14 movies. And number 7, it's not gonna be all that impressive. It's gonna be a movie that I'm kind of meh on. But I've seen a lot of movies, so 7 still means a whole hell of a lot. So with this episode, I'll be talking about the 2013 movie About Time. It's the most recent movie that I've talked about by a considerable margin. I think beyond it would be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And I knew very little about this movie before it came out, and even really before I saw it. I'd seen a trailer for it, but anyways, I knew very little. I don't even really 100% remember what got me to watch it, but when I watched it, I just absolutely loved it. There's a bit of a sci-fi bent to this one yet again, very similar to the way the sci-fi is used in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That there's just kind of one little sci-fi element that kind of gets the plot going, but the movie isn't really the movie is about it to a degree, but it's not. It's much more about the relationships and that kind of thing. And so basically, just to give you an idea, real quick, the movie is about a young man who discovers that he has the ability to go back in time. Um, Typically in very short intervals, and so it's just him kind of going through his life, and at first you see him when he realizes he's messed something up, just kind of going back in time, fixing it, that kind of thing. And the main character is played by Domhnall Gleeson. For anybody who doesn't know who that is, he's the guy who played General Hux in Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Basically the counterpart of Kylo Ren, and he was the main character in Ex Machina, which is another movie I'll probably be talking about relatively soon. He has had an amazing run of late. If you haven't seen Ex Machina, I love that movie. But anyways, so there's a lot of there's a romantic comedy edge to it, where it's his relationship with the woman he falls in love with, who's played by Rachel McAdams, who I absolutely adore. I think she's a really great actress. I wish she was in a lot more things. She's really not in all that much these days, at least not many major movies. I know she's going to be in Doctor Strange coming out soon, which I'm excited that she's in that as well. I think she's like I don't know. I just like her energy. I think she's got a real charm to her, and like she's proven she could play a number of different roles. Like obviously, Mean Girls is very different from a lot of the other types of roles she's played, and she was great in that. And then Margot Robbie's in it in a small role, but don't check it out for her. She just happens to be in it. She's good in it. Don't get me wrong, but she's not in it very much. But the other relationship that's the most important is his father, played by Bill Nighy, and it's just such a great movie. It's really entertaining and really funny, and to a large degree. And then once you get, I'm not gonna say anything that happens, but by the end of the movie, like I'll be honest with you, I was tearing up something fierce. It was a little dusty. Eyes were feeling a little dusty. Just a great movie. I highly suggest it. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. But it's just I'd say of all the movies I've talked about so far, it's probably the least known. But if you If you like movies that aren't like that are sci-fi, but they're not like you know, in space or battle or action or any of that stuff, it should be right up your alley. If you like romantic comedies, it should be right up your alley. If you like affecting dramas, it should be right up your alley. It's just so good, and like it's so smart. Like it's just such a well done movie. I really honestly can't think of anything that I would change about it. It's just so good. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, please check it out and comment below and tell me what you think. And if you have seen it, please comment below. I'd love to hear from more people who really like it, because I've only really there's one guy who commented on it once on Facebook. Well, that and my wife, who watched it, and I got my mom to watch it just because she's into movies, and I thought she would like it. But I'd love to have more of a discourse about it, and I'd be fascinated to talk to somebody who thought it was bad, because I would just be blown away that they could come up with anything. Like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is my all-time favorite movie, and I can see how somebody may not necessarily like it, just because of the not the idiosyncratic edge to it. But other than like, if you're just like, the only movies I like are action movies or comic book movies or musicals, and this isn't one of those, then I'd be like, okay, well then obviously you could never have possibly liked this. But if you like those types of movies and you're like, about time, that's no good, I'd be like, what? What? Because I'd have to do it twice because I'd be that shocked. But yeah, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.